If you're struggling with drawing anatomy, it's because you're doing one of these mistakes. Let me show you how to avoid them and improve your anatomy drawings faster. The first mistake is focusing too much on the details in the beginning of the drawing. It will overwhelm you really quick and mess up your proportions, shapes, and overall a read for your whole drawing. And what I would do first is to take a second before drawing and observe the reference. Then try to simplify the body parts into basic shapes. For example, if you want to draw a torso, let's start with a gesture line, then add a basic X shape for a rib cage, and ovals for the shoulders, 2 triangles for the traps, and a cylinder for the neck. And with these basic shapes, you can already tell the proportions and how the overall drawing will look. And after those basic shapes, you can add some anatomy details on top. And you can get these study notes on Patreon, link below. Next mistake is not using T-lines. It will instantly make your drawing flat and not organic. Instead, we want to use those T-lines. You can see those T-lines when an object is overlapping other object. For example, you can have 2 spheres, one in front of the other. Now we can see where the objects meet, they will create a T-lines. So remember to use them to show twist, overlap, and make your drawings less flat. Obviously it depends on your style of your drawing. Now, third mistake is not thinking in 3D. To fix this mistake, we want to learn not only from books and videos, but also from a 3D reference, or like a real life models. But also make sure that you find a really good one without the wonky anatomy. And 3D references are great because you can basically take this model and move it in 3D, and you can see it in every angle that you want. And then a simple exercise that will help you with drawing body parts in perspective is to basically draw them in perspective. So what I do is basically you draw from a front view, then a little bit angle to the side, even more like 3/4 view, then side view, and then angle it to top and bottom. And basically you draw them in every angle. Also, when looking at your drawing, you gotta think in 3D space, even on your canvas. So for example, when you want to connect your upper body with a head using neck, we want to make the line for the neck not connect to the jaw, but behind the jaw. The neck is not connecting to the jaw. Instead, it is connecting to the base of the skull that sits behind this jaw. And you gotta just think about it. Basically, imagine how you're going behind this jaw and connecting it to the base of the skull. Another mistake is messing up the proportions. And this can be because you just simply lack knowledge or you don't know how to measure them. And a quick fix for that is to basically learn them and then learn to measure them. And you can do that by using landmarks. So these points will help you with measuring proportions, angles, and relationships between them. And there are many landmarks that you can use. I use a simple head, neck, collarbone, sternum, the thoracic arch, shoulders, elbow, wrist, the middle of the torso, belly button, the hips, the pubic bone, also knees and foot. And when you want to draw, just take a second and observe the reference. Like look for the landmarks, how they relate to one another. So maybe some landmarks will align horizontally or vertically. Just keep that in mind. Also, maybe one will be pushed further past some other landmarks, and you can just keep this in mind. Also, you can see what angles are they. Maybe the hand is going up, the leg is going down, maybe the shoulders have a little bit offset. But also we can check proportions with a basic negative spaces. For example, if you have an arm resting on a hip, will create a hole which is in negative space. And now you basically want to break this negative space into a simple shape. And then when we're drawing actually the body, we want to actually think of this negative space and try to recreate it on our drawing. And it will help you with nailing the shapes. You don't have to actually look for the complicated bumps in your body. You just look for the negative space and you try to recreate it with the outside of your body. Next mistake is more of a learning anatomy. You just simply watch content or read books and you won't do anything about it. Not you, but some of you. Maybe not you. So I did this in the past where I would spend like a lot of hours a day just watching and consuming and not doing anything. You know, I was hoping that some knowledge will stick, and some did, but not much. What we want to do instead is we want to take those materials and actually learn from them. So just take a book on the side, okay, and just follow the tutorials in them. Follow the examples, take notes, but not the school notes that you're just filling the whole book. Instead, you want to first draw the examples, understand them, and then take notes, your own words, what it is that you're drawing. Maybe this arm connects here like that. Maybe this muscle is going like that, you know, like simple explanation. Then you obviously want to apply this knowledge in your drawings. So next time when you're drawing an illustration, you're drawing, you just use it. And obviously you want to also practice it. But yeah, don't just copy, think about it and try to actually understand those topics. Then we have a super important mistake that is making your anatomy look stiff. It is skipping on gestures and flow. So you want to always start with a gesture line and then build shapes on top of that. So you can use a simple curves like CSI and make a cool flow when you're drawing using them. So basically you want to avoid this snowman effect where your line basically goes parallel to each other in the same direction. Instead you want to make a flow, one line flow to another line, and will help make this path to your eyes to look at. So basically it will go from dot to dot to dot. It will be a clean flow. And the next mistake is learning everything at once. You'll just be overwhelmed and you will quit. So therefore we want to plan our studies separately. So write what you'll be learning each day. Maybe one day you'll be learning about arms, the other about legs. So divide them and don't study them at the same time, because it will be too hard to just focus on one body part. Instead you're learning like 5 of them at the same time and you'll remember much less. So when learning one topic, you still want to actually learn about other muscles. Maybe it's a shoulder, so how it connects to the arm and pecs and the whole upper body, or maybe legs, how they attach to the hips, but mostly learn about one body part at the same time. And you can also watch this where I tell you what I learned from studying anatomy for a week. So bye.